development strategy. More in the following report with Nile TV's Abir Al-Gindi.
The fourth edition of the Egyptian Expatriates Conference kicked off in Cairo earlier this week with wide-ranging topics of discussion, including the economic, political, educational, and social issues faced by Egyptians living abroad. On the progress of businesses in different sectors, we talked to Inji Girgis, who is an executive director of an immigration law firm in the United States.
Actually, I'm so proud of Egyptians, and I'm so happy to be here. Actually, with my experience as executive director of an immigration law firm, we know very well that there is a commitment between the United States and some countries, including Egypt, about the investments between the United States and in Egypt. So I'm so proud to be here, and I'm willing to provide my experience with the American experience, of course, to bring it to Egypt.
Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli said the government is keen to affirm expats' integral place in the fabric of Egyptian society, praising their support for the state. On the medical level, we spoke to Vice President of the Egyptian-Dutch Friendship Society, Mr. Saeed Osman, on connections between the two sides in this field.
احنا جمعية خيرية غير حكومية بنشتغل في قطاع الصحة يعني.
We work in the health sector as we bring 3 to 4 medical supply containers to Egypt annually, including specialized hospital beds. We also work to bring Dutch donor doctors to run free of charge surgeries for the less privileged. Minister of Immigration and Egyptian Expats Affairs Soha Gindi said the event tackles the most important issues facing expats on enhancing investments in Egypt. Head of the Egyptian-German organization in Frankfurt, Magid Saad, told us that Egypt has many fields that can be invested in.
عن طريق الحوار ما بين المصريين وما بين المسؤولين.
The conference can connect Egyptians together in different sectors as they can transmit their experiences to officials and businessmen inside of the country. The sectors that I see very promising in Egypt for investments are in the fields of land reclamation, the various industries, as well as import and export trade deals. I think it may be beneficial for both sides. From the young generation, we interviewed Mr. Ahmed Khattab, who is a political science lecturer, on how young businesses can be initiated.
I think Egyptians abroad need to have a clear understanding of what the policies and the laws that guard investment in Egypt are. Investment in Egypt is already promising. There are many Egyptians abroad who invest in Egypt. Egypt is one of the largest countries that depend on the remittances that are sent by Egyptian expats, especially those that live in the Gulf and in states where they are considered temporary migrants.
The conference is to conclude with a host of recommendations from expats to the government seeking to maintain direct contact between the state and all Egyptians living abroad. As for the education sector, experts also think that this field has great opportunities in Egypt. So we talked to Dr. Maisa Abu Yusuf Hayward on how we can develop education venues in the country.
This year is our 8th year. We have a program in Ain Shams University with Faculty of Business, and the students stay in the university while taking all the courses of the United States and here in Egypt, and then they take 2 bachelor degrees. This year, we are going to start a consortium with Al Alamein University. I think Egyptian students are the best in the world. Give them the capabilities and they will succeed anywhere. I mean, we have people in big banks now and even in big ministries who are working. Yes, the capability of the Egyptian student is super.
1,000 Egyptian expats living in 56 countries are participating in the one-day conference, the highest number of any edition of the conference so far. The Egyptians Abroad Conference is a great chance for us to promote our investments, as Egyptians living abroad are keen on the development process in accordance with the 2030 development strategy. This is Abir Al-Gindi for Nile TV International.
Well, Egypt's Minister of International Cooperation, Rania Al-Mashat, has been appointed as a member of the Board of Directors